Good morning and welcome to the special edition of the Wisdom Day with Dr. Anil Bajpai. Today is the DUSSHERA Day and I bring you greetings from the Prestige Education Foundation for this auspicious day. And we talk about it. We are going through the probably the best times in our lives in India. And what is it that we are going through? We're going through a post-pandemic development stage of the country. We're going through lots of changes in our lives. Young people, and that's what India is all about. India is about more than 660 million young people. That's more than the population of many countries put together. We are going through a reformation of the entire planet through our eyes. We're the fastest growing economy in the world today. Everybody around us is rating us high and pegging our GDP growth in double digits. We hope to live with that. And we hope to grow to a stage where we are the second largest economy of the world. Yes, I mean it, not the third, but the second largest economy. Why do I say that? I say that because, let's face it, the United States is going to be the largest economy of the world. But China, which has grown to such immense proportions, will fall to a lower rate of growth, and we shall rise beyond that and catch up. Anyways, that is the optimism with which I want to talk about the DUSSHERA Day and how it is so important to know why we are celebrating this today. DUSSHERA. That means we are defeating the 10-headed demon from the myth of India. The myth or the mythological tale of the Ramayana. What was the Ramayana all about? The Ramayana was something that portrayed the hero Sri Ram, Bhagwan Sri Ram, as Maryada Purushottam. What does that mean? That means a man above all men. A man who is supreme amongst all men. Yes, he is the reincarnation of Lord Vishnu, but he is on this earth. He is a mortal form of God. And what does he do? He goes through life eradicating evil. Victory of good over evil is what we talk about today. So we're talking today of celebrating the victory of Sri Ram over the demon Ravana. Incidentally, Ravana at that era, and why that in any era, has been acknowledged as the most learned Brahmin of all time. He was so learned that even at the time of his dying, before he breathed his last, Sri Ram sent his younger brother Lakshman to learn the art of governance from the dying Ram. Lakshman went and sat on his head, and Ravan refused to utter a word. Lakshman angrily came back to Ram and said, "He is not saying anything." So Ram said, "Where did you stand?" He said, "On his head." Said, "That's the mistake you made. Go up to his feet and ask him what you need to know." Lakshman did that, and Ravan gave him a discourse on the art of governance. Those 10 heads of Ravan were not real 10 heads. They were 10 qualities. They were 10 aspects of his personality. Yet, he was cursed to be a demon. He was cursed to conduct evil deeds. He was cursed to die at the hands of Lord Ram. And he went through life killing, maiming, doing all sorts of evil before he was finally sent into salvation at the hands of God himself. So, this day, when the Ravan is actually killed, marks 10 days of the Navaratri. What is the Navaratri? The Navaratri are 9 days culminating in DUSSHERA of the war. And all of us, I'm sure, all of us who have white hair have been through those wonderful days of Ram Leela in the neighborhood when we used to go in the night and watch for a few hours some stage, some act of the Ramayana. Many of you have watched it on television. Many of you maybe have watched it enacted by people. But those were real portrayals of what happened on those 9 days. Each day would culminate in the slaying of one demon after another. Meghnad, Kumbhakaran, and finally Ravan himself. The Ramayana, incidentally, is something that is akin to one part of the country, if not everybody in the country. However, at the same time, we have yet another deity which is being worshipped, and that shall also culminate in another victory of good over evil. And that is Durga Puja. All the people of West Bengal and associated states around the eastern part of India celebrate these 9 days with fervor, with great religious sentiment, with enacting every day some part of the 9 different rasas or the 9 different aspects of Mother Shakti, Ma Durga. And Durga, who is the blessed one, the powerful one, the one who actually controls even Lord Shiva, who is considered to be the God amongst gods, Devo ke Dev, Mahadev. And Shakti behind Mahadev is Ma Durga, who is celebrated. It is her going from her home to her father's home and vice versa in these 9 days, in all 9 aspects of existence. So she slays Mahisasur, she slays very many demons on her path. And yet, at the end, she is victorious. A little story about Shakti, and this is where India is so very different from the rest of the world. There is a lot of research that has gone into how we get our chromosomes from our parents, how we get our DNA from our parents. And even science stands by what I'm going to tell you. That while our father gives us half our capability, the power comes from the mother. And that is why the mother is known as Shakti. And that is why we celebrate Shakti on this day. So here is 2 aspects of this wonderful day called DUSSHERA or VIJAYDASHMI. One, where the Maryada Purushottam, the man amongst men, is celebrating his victory over the demon who had eloped, or rather who had kidnapped his wife. This was Maryada Purushottam. And on the other hand, we are celebrating Shakti. We are celebrating the power of womanhood. We are celebrating that deity, that Durga Ma, who has overseen the entire world. who is a benevolent benefactor when need be, and a great destroyer when she is upset. It is said that Durga, the Shakti, is a part of every person, man, woman, or child. And we have to harness our Durga within ourselves. Look at the Durga, look at the Shakti, believe in it, and that will take you to the next level. So, my friends, DUSSHERA, VIJAYDASHMI, a festival all India celebrates. Different parts of the country have their different ways of celebrating it. But this day, I implore each one of you to burn your personal demons in the fire or immerse it in the waters, as the case may be, and start a new, fresh life from tomorrow, free of sins, free of penance, and take yourself to the next level of righteousness, the next level of goodness. And that is what is required for us to be honest, diligent citizens living in this country which is poised to grow and become the second largest economy of the world in your lifetimes. So with that, I bid you goodbye and a very, very happy DUSSHERA and a wonderful year ahead from Dr. Anil Bajpai, Chief Operating Officer, Prestige Education Foundation, Indore. Thank you.